The heat is on in Detroit, and Dan Campbell isn't here to mess around. Even with the Week 17 matchup against the 49ers being almost irrelevant for the Lions in the standings, the coach has already declared, "We're all in." And if you think that's it, wait until you hear what's in store for Week 18 Sunday Night Football, with the NFC North, the conference title, and playoff home field advantage on the line. You don't want to miss a single detail of these explosive updates, so hit the like button and stick with me. Dan Campbell made it crystal clear about the Lions' plans for the Week 17 clash against the 49ers on Monday Night Football. Even though the game is practically meaningless for Detroit in terms of standings, Campbell has no intention of resting his starters. The Lions boast an impressive 13-2 record this season, and while many are calling for the team to rest its key players, Campbell refuses to change the formula that has brought success to Detroit: grit, consistency, and intensity in every situation. Speaking at the December 23rd press conference, he directly stated, "I'll make it simple for everyone. We're bringing everything we've got for this game. We're playing to win, no matter the scenario." This game against the 49ers, a rematch of last year's NFC Championship, might not change the fact that the real fight for the NFC North will happen in Week 18 against the Vikings. The winner takes the division, the top conference seed, and the coveted first-round playoff bye. The loser? They'll drop to the 5th seed and face the postseason on the road. It's a massive weight for the final game, but Campbell is steadfast in maintaining the all-in mindset heading into Santa Clara. Resting players might make sense on paper, but for a team that prides itself on resilience and toughness like Campbell's Lions, that's not in the playbook. The coach is committed to preserving the team's rhythm and identity, even in a game that won't directly impact their fate. So, expect to see Detroit's key players on the field against the Niners on Monday, ready to prove once again why this team is so dangerous this season. Campbell isn't just focused on the scoreboard, he's building something bigger, and that means treating every game as if it's the ultimate test. What do you think of Campbell's decision not to rest his starters against the 49ers? Share your thoughts in the comments. Speaking of excitement, the Lions' next matchup promises to be even more intense. Hold on to your hats because the NFL has scheduled an epic showdown to close the regular season: Lions versus Vikings in Week 18 Sunday Night Football, with everything on the line. Not only is the NFC North crown up for grabs, but so is the coveted number 1 seed in the NFC, which comes with a first-round playoff bye and home field advantage all the way to the Super Bowl. This game is going to be wild. The stage is set at Ford Field, with kickoff scheduled for 8:20 p.m. in what's sure to be a legendary battle. It's the Lions' 3rd appearance on Sunday Night Football this season, and they're undefeated in prime time so far, 4-0 if you're keeping track. Oh, and before this decisive matchup, Detroit still has to take on the 49ers on Monday Night Football, because the NFL loves testing the resilience of a hot team like this. The Vikings come into Week 18 with a 14-2 record, while the Lions are 13-2 and ready to steal the show. The winner takes it all: the division title, the first-round bye, and the luxury of home field advantage. The loser? Straight to the wild card as the 5th seed, fighting for survival on the road. Adding to the drama, the Lions are chasing their 2nd consecutive division title, while the Vikings are looking to reclaim the throne they held 2 years ago. Interestingly, Detroit snatched last year's title by beating the Vikings at the US Bank Stadium. And speaking of rivalries, in their first meeting this season, the Lions edged out a nail-biting 31-29 victory with Jake Bates's heroic game-winning field goal in the final seconds. Everything is set for an explosive finish, a fierce rivalry, a spicy recent history, and a scenario where every play will matter. Get ready, because Lions versus Vikings in prime time is the definition of must-watch football. Dan Campbell is betting it all on consistency and intensity, and it's hard to argue with that mindset. The Lions are in a unique moment, but the game against the Vikings will be the true test of fire. Fans, brace yourselves. Drama is on the horizon. Subscribe to the channel to stay updated on every step of your favorite team's journey to the playoffs.